Favorite patient is actually a couple. You were able to conceive a beautiful baby girl. And now that beautiful baby girl is my patient too. That person's already gone. You need to do CPR. We need to not be afraid to do CPR. We should not be afraid to do this. If someone's heart stops, meaning they have no pulse, so they're not breathing and they're unconscious, please do CPR. Do patients get ticklish? Oh yeah, they do. I mean, my pediatric kids especially. Like when I'm pressing on their belly, if I want to check for appendicitis or whatever, I'm checking in their belly and I'm pressing and they're laughing and they're not in any pain, I already know that it's very unlikely to be an acute.
This is the day you've made, and your mercies are new, your promise is true. This is the day you've made, I'll rejoice and be glad in you. There's a supernatural praise rising up in my heart, the sound that has to be made, oh Lord.
Went into anaphylactic shock during the flight. Thankfully, Dr. Mike was on board.
We're about 2 hours into the flight. We're over the Atlantic Ocean, and the flight attendants make that announcement. Is there a medical professional right next to me? I'm a doctor, I can help. I'm not wearing shoes, I have a hoodie on, and I look like I haven't slept in days because my strategy was to sleep on the bitten by this tick, if you eat an animal product that delayed allergic reaction, much like Matt had. I right away started thinking worst case scenarios. What's gonna happen if his throat starts swelling and we're over the Atlantic Ocean? Well, we can't land, so I would have to administer epinephrine, which is essentially just adrenaline. And if the swelling continues to get worse, I would be forced to make an incision in this young man's throat. I started panicking. I haven't done this procedure since medical class. My mind was racing. A few minutes later, the flight attendant comes and gets me and says, okay, he's starting to have oral symptoms, and that's when I kick into my medical mode, like full-on medical mode. I look at his throat, it is definitely swelling. I can see it's swelling, and I knew this was gonna be painful. So here I am, reading the instructions on how to get the needle free. It's simple. I told the patient what we're gonna do, I guess the passenger, told the flight attendant, and I injected it because his throat was really starting to swell. He started telling me that the area is becoming very tender, and I understand.
Lions roaring in the morning sun.
Next,
Searching for
checking his pulses, checking his vitals. The pilots are asking me, the flight attendants are asking me, should we land in Canada? Should we go back? Should we land on the islands near port? As long as the doctor was in control of the situation and felt the patient was stable, no emergency diversion. So I checked his vitals a few times after doing the injection, was to A, keep the patient calm, and to check his vitals to make sure there's nothing bad changing. Watching him for about 4 or 5 hours after the injection, I felt comfortable returning him to his seat, that if anything were to change, to right away come and get me. But my plan was to put him in his seat for the last 2 hours, and every half hour or so, come on and check on him and do another round of vitals. I did that up until the point of landing. His vitals were great.
We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a walk, Savannah.
A superhero and potentially save 3 lives. That's right, but before I tell you that, I want to share a really important story. Patient today is actually at 8 a.m., but I want to get in a little earlier to start working on my notes from the other day. Notes are the bane of the existence of a doctor, because not only do we want to see the patient, spend time with them, but then we become slaves to the electronic medical record. It's pretty brutal. As an outpatient family medicine doctor. Now, what is outpatient? It means that I'm going to be seeing patients in an office setting. People that actually make a difference here. Now we found that colon cancer is not striking the usual population of over the age of 50, but striking those that are younger, the millennials. It's never happened before. You don't have to just get a colonoscopy. Doctors, by example, exercise with their patients and start trying to pump. Exactly. So what we did is we did a study in my hospital called Exercise with Your Physician, where we taught everybody to do an exercise. So for example, if we're doing the first fourth one would be the full squat. So you go all the way down, 90-degree angle. The second variation would be a half squat, so you go halfway down. And this is nice for arthritis and that are not as physically trained. No, keep it simple. People would think this week, everybody loves home sick, we have gloves. Because that's all. If you can't communicate that to the patient, it's useless. It's no more, hey, you should exercise. It's, hey, here's a prescription to exercise. Your heart rate improves, your weight goes down, and your muscle gets better. Medicine doesn't have to be sad. We can have a good time.
Maybe you were good looking enough to be on TV program.
I know. There's going to be a YouTube channel in the works.
He has a good looking dog that he posts.
Varshavski, the husky, yeah.